Well, all right. What up, guys? Your boy T Dub was blazing in sports, guys. We are here live to review what Showtime has unveiled to the world. The first maybe 10 or 12 or so fights of 2018, guys. I'm not gonna lie. There's some really interesting matchups here. Some I knew about, some I did not. And for example, the her Laura. Wow, these guys have been talking smack, back and forth on Twitter. But it's not the first time I've seen Laura talk smack to, what's the guy name? He hasn't fought for a while. I can't think of him. But a lot of times, smack talking really doesn't transition into much. It's just smack talking. And looking at what her did to Austin Trout, and honestly, Laura is probably, could be still the best 154 pounder out there. But he's a small 154. And when we saw these guys side by side, her pretty much just like was huge over this guy. But guys, let's get into it. I want to touch on some of these matchups and see if I can get into some of these, let you hear a little bit of it. Give me a second. Let's get into it. Again, guys, T-Dog was blazing sports. We are here live. I tried to catch most of this as I was driving home from work, trying to listen to it. Couldn't really do a lot of watching, but definitely listen. But let's get to it. Let's see which one we're at. Let me stop it.
Now the main event of the evening on February the 17th.
17th.
The WBC welterweight world title eliminator. An all-action fighter. This man fought the best in his 38-fight career. He is looking to add another belt to his collection.
Who is it?
Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here is the exciting former WBA lightweight champion of the world, Brandon Bam Bam Rios.
Now, this fight right here, I knew about Brandon Bam Bam Rios versus Danny Garcia. This is one that I knew about this one, but we can listen to Danny.
Only one loss in his 34-fight career from
Keith
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the very popular former two-division champion of the world,
Let's go.
Danny Swift Garcia.
All right, guys. So let's just touch on this fight a little bit. We kind of knew about we knew about Danny Garcia versus Brandon Rios. A lot of people really not excited about this matchup. It looks to be one that Danny should win, and I actually like Brandon Rios, But you know what? When you got to fight, you got to fight, especially when you only got so many fights left into you. You got to make those fights count, which means a lot of times you got to take the big payday. But I haven't gotten to a prediction. But let's do an unofficial, but maybe official, but unofficial, but still an official prediction. I'm going with Danny Garcia to beat Brandon Rios. But much respect goes out to Brandon Rios. If he pulls out the offset, oh yeah, go ahead, man. I got no hate on you, do it. I mean, actually, I like what you do. You just, it'll be nice if you tighten up the defense a little bit. But style is your style and rock with it. Let's see what else we got, guys. Once again, this is live. This is unscripted. This is me scrambling to my house to go live. Let's see. Come on, get to the next person. And this is how you know I am 100% just push and play on my phone as I do it, guys. Oh, this is a co-main event.
First, we introduce a man known as the Boss. Only one loss in his 27-fight campaign. Hailing from the boxing hotbed of Oxnard, California.
Okay.
Ranked the number 4 WBC in the world. Please welcome Hugo Centeno.
Okay.
Jr.
And the one thing I noticed about this lineup, guys, is that a lot of the co-main events are pretty good fights, guys. And I think this is going to be a pretty nice fight as well.
He is the former 154-pound champion of the world. He is the top undefeated middleweight contender. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jermall Charlo.
Am I freezing up? I think I'm freezing up a little bit, guys. This is going to be a good one. This is Jermall Charlo, who's actually stepping up. Second fight at 160. This is going to be a pretty good matchup. Oh, yeah, this is one right here, guys.
Division. He is ranked the WBC #1 contender. Here is the challenger and undefeated King Kong, Luis Ortiz.
Now, what do you think about that, guys? This is the Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz fight. I did a video earlier today on breaking down what I think about this fight.
On a mission to prove he is #1 in the boxing universe. His outstanding record, 39-0 with 38 knockouts. He will be making the 7th defense of his title.
Okay.
Here is the hard-hitting and undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world.
What's his name?
Deontay Wilder.
All right, guys. So Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Like I said, guys, this is actually a really good, stellar lineup they put out. If you can't see your fighters on the thumbnail, or maybe you can zoom in right here. I mean, just nothing but champions up there. They got a ton of fights. They even recap what they did last year. I think they said maybe 10 fights last year were out of the 12 were top 10 versus top 10, and 7 out of the 12 were top 5 versus top 5 fighters. Yo, what's going on south side of H-Town? It's Houston. What's up, Big Houston? I want to see Mikey Garcia versus Spence Thurman Porter. Big dogs at 147. You know what, man? We might actually get that matchup, but I'm not sure if either one of them guys would be really quick to jump and take on Mikey Garcia, because Mikey Garcia, he hasn't really fought at 147 or really, defeated somebody. He probably should go ahead and do what he got to do at 135 and then knock out a big boy at 140, and then maybe, be a 140, jump up to 147. But if he jumps up to clear 147, I have a feeling that the big dogs like Keith Thurman, the winner of the Terrence Crawford versus Horn, Earl Spence Jr., a lot of those guys is going to probably avoid him to try to make the fights with each other. But if he jumps up and if he fights somebody, see, he said he's looking to fight Earl Spence Jr. at the end of this year. So, and Earl Spence Jr. kind of rolled his eyes at that thought. But if he goes up and let's say he moves to 147, if he can fight the winner out of Danny Garcia versus Brandon Rios and beat that person convincingly, maybe fight a Sean Porter, maybe the winner out of Victor Ortiz versus Devin Alexander. If he can fight one of those guys and get his name buzzing, that man, maybe he can actually beat one of these welterweight champions, because they say at one point he was walking around at 170 pounds and cutting down to 135, which means making the weight would not be a problem at all. But how would his strength be at 147? And if he does fight one of those guys, I think it'd be a big fight. But the biggest thing is get one of those champions in the ring with him. In order for that to happen, either the money got to be very high to make them guys say, forget it, I'll fight Mikey Garcia, or Mikey Garcia will have to beat somebody at 147 that will at least get his name buzzing and make it worth their while. H-Town says, Showtime has big fights in 2008. You best believe it, man. They got some really big fights in 2008. Wilder versus Ortiz is going to be a special fight. It's going to be a nice fight. I think these guys are going to land some bombs. But I do believe that Wilder will knock him out somewhere around the 8th or 9th round. So let's see what else we got, guys. Hey, listen, I've got my phone. I just said, man, I got in from work, Southside, and I stay in St. Louis. And big up to Houston, Dallas, the whole Texas, anybody that's listening. And I got here fast, man. This is so big, and I'm glad it came across my feed, and I caught as much as I could. But let's see what we got, guys. We're doing this live. Let's see.
Third at Barclays.
Here we go.
This event takes place March 10th in San Antonio, Texas.
March 10th.
And the main event of that
main event? Who is it?
Will be for the IBF Junior
IBF
Welterweight Championship
Junior Welterweight.
of the world. First, we introduce the undefeated champion, originally from Kazakhstan, now fighting out of the mean streets of Beverly Hills, California.
Okay.
Making his first title defense, here is the defending and undefeated IBF Junior Welterweight Champion of the world, Sergey Lipinets.
This is going to be a nice fight, and this fight is involving your boy that you were talking about, I believe Mikey Garcia, so they should be announcing.
It is one of the tremendous stars of boxing and pound for pound.
Pound for pound. He is a pound for pound.
37 wins, no losses.
Mikey Garcia.
30 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated three-weight division champion of the world, Mikey Garcia.
Look at that. Mikey Garcia. This is going to be a nice fight, man. And I'm telling you right now, if Mikey Garcia can come out And if he can give Sergey that and Sergey ain't gonna play with him, guys. This is gonna be a really nice fight. Sergey ain't gonna play with him. Sergey gonna come out and try to put hands on Mikey Garcia. But Mikey Garcia is one of them guys they got really good, great fundamentals, man. He doesn't have crazy speed. He don't got really slick head movement. He don't got the best footwork, but this guy does everything well. He cuts out the ring. He uses his jabs. He can box. He can brawl. And he picks his shot nicely. And what a lot of people don't know about Mike is he has really good timing. This is one right here, guys. This is Hurd. Uh-oh.
Looking for his 8th straight knockout win. The undefeated IBF junior middleweight champion of the world, Swift Jared Hurd.
Jared Hurd. This is a big boy at 154.
And his opponent is the WBA champion. 25-2-2 with 14 knockouts. He will be making the 6th defense of his title. He is a technical wizard of the sport. He is the WBA super welterweight champion of the world, Erislandi, the American Dream, Lara.
Now, they're about to stand toe-to-toe Lara and Hurd. And I spoke on this one earlier when I first started streaming. I'm looking at it right now, man. Hurd is literally looks like this guy is a clear division above Lara. The thing is, on fight night, they both weigh 154. Honestly, I would imagine Lara maybe rehydrates to 160. Looks like Hurd might rehydrate somewhere. This is my unofficial thinking. Maybe closer to 165, 170, or somewhere even maybe north of that. This is a big boy. And Lara is going to have a lot cut out for him, man. Lara is a skilled fighter. He doesn't take a lot of chances. He pretty much a 1-2, 1-2, and he keeps his distance. He loves landing that straight left hand. But the thing about Hurd is, man, this guy can take a punch, man. When he fought Austin Trout hit him with some bomb. But even when Austin Trout hit him, he just took the shots. He didn't even go back. He just ate the shot and kept coming forward, which means that Lara is going to have to, man, this guy's going to have his head game on a swivel for 12 rounds. I'm not sure if Lara can take him out. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. But I know right now, this is going to be a fight that you want to keep watching and keep watching. Don't blink. It's going to be a lot of nice shots because Hurd does not have the greatest defense because when he fought Austin Trout was landing some really good shots and even fighters before then. He does have a lot of power. He does got a pretty good chin. He does not have great footwork, but he's fighting Lara, who has really good footwork. He's hard to trap, and Lara's probably feeling very confident because Lara sparred against the Charlo brothers, and because they all were in camp. And he said at one point they were trying to see which one can land more shots on him because he was that hard to hit. Well, you know what, Lara, you got to do that again. Now you're not as young as you used to be, getting a little bit up in age, but you're still a great champion. You still have a great mind as a boxer. But will you be able to pull that off against Hurd for 12 rounds, or will that lightning fast hand from Lara? And Lara doesn't have the speed he used to. Now, he's not a slow fighter, don't get me wrong, but you can tell when a fighter's speed has went down just a hair. Still, it will get to the target. The thing is, will that lightning fast hand from Lara, will that be able to stop Hurd in his tracks? If it does not stop him, like Austin Trout was unable to stop him, and Hurd keep coming, it's going to be a long night. And Hurd is going to put that pressure on him. He's going to put that pressure, and just try to get Lara out of there. But you know what? That's easier said than done, guys. You got to tell me who you think is going to win that. Let's get back to who's fighting. I'm trying to make it to the boxing gym today, guys. I've been taking care of some business. I haven't had a chance to go. Here we go.
First introducing an all-action brawler from Weslaco, Texas. His last fight had a big knockout win over Robert Guerrero. He is the undefeated former WBC lightweight champion.
This is a good one.
Please welcome Omar Figueroa.
Omar Figueroa. Woo! Looks like Danielson. Wax on, wax off. Clean cut, kid.
And his opponent is one of the biggest draws in the sport.
And we heard about this fight, but now it's official.
Please welcome the talented, the colorful, and the outstanding four-division world champion of the world, Adrian, the Problem Broner.
Oh, Figueroa versus Broner. Guys. This is a nice matchup, man. This is not one that people can just overlook. Figueroa is definitely going to, this guy is fighting with confidence. And Broner is fighting in a position that he must win. Broner is not in a position to lose. If he loses his fight, honestly, I'm not sure how he can come back from it. Broner also said after this thing that he's going to have to, turn it up even more than what he has. He's going to have to try to own this year. He want to outshine everybody on that stage. You know what? The only way you can don't outshine everybody in that stage, outshine the person that's going to be in that ring with you, which is Figueroa. And this guy is fighting with confidence. He's seen what Sean Porter did. He's seen what Michael Garcia did. He's seen what Maidana did. And he is going to come and try to at least put their style together. It seemed like with Adrian Broner, people that fight with pressure typically are able to have success with him. Don't put it past. Figueroa will put that pressure. He's going to come. We're going to see how that fight turns out. But guys, it's your boy T-Dub, What's Blazing the Sports. If you see, I know I didn't go through all the fights that they're going to announce. Keith Thurman, he also came out. I believe he's fighting May the 10th or May the 17th. Somewhere in that area. They have not narrowed down who he's fighting yet. People are still thinking it's going to be Jesse Vargas. Let's see, who else did I miss? The other Cholo brother, he's fighting. Listen, man, it's a ton. This right here, all them belts up there that you see with these guys, is going to be a ton of good fighting. I am looking forward to it. And the thing about it is 2018 is looking really nice. And this is just from what Showtime and PBC is doing. And that's not even counting the other fights that's going on, like Devin Alexander versus Victor Ortiz. And the other fights, maybe the HBO fights that's going to happen, maybe the ESPN fights that Top Rank is going to put on. This don't even show the Terrence Crawford versus Jeff Horn fight. There's going to be some really good fights going on. 2018 is going to be lit. If we can get the winner out of Ortiz versus Wilder fighting Joshua, the winner out of Joshua versus Parker, that would make it even that much more fire. Guys, come on, listen. 2007 was nice for boxing fans. It was nice for people like me on YouTube that love talking about it. It was like butter on pancake. Yo! Well, guys, I got to get to the gym. I'm supposed to be there at around 5:30 Central Time. It's actually 5:36 Central Time, and it's about 18 minutes away. Well, which means I am going to be late. But, guys, hope you guys get a chance and appreciate this video. Leave a like, leave a thumbs up. And please subscribe. Help me go from, 280 to maybe a little over 1,000. Your boy is trying to keep this thing going, and hopefully you guys can find something out of this. If you have any recommendations on what that can help the channel grow, please comment below and let me know. T-Dub, What's Blazing the Sports? And we're out.